Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Global Trading Software YouTube channel. It has been a 2-week hiatus during which much has changed. I mean, good grief, just look at where we are in the markets right now. This is unbelievable. Who knows what's in store for the day? Listen, I want to welcome you guys back. I know it's been quite a break, but we're back now. We're going to get a schedule put out for you guys. That way, you kind of have an idea of when the lives are going to be taking place and stuff like that. So we'll keep you in the loop. Real quick here, if anybody is looking at this gold opening range play here, wow. Yeah, I scalped $500 off of it. Actually, I think it was $300. By the time I sold it, it was $300. So $300 off the opening range trade right here. So here broke out the range at 805. Right? Yes, 805 came up to 808, hit resistance, and now it's coming back down. Maybe we'll catch a trade on the bottom side of the range, but so yeah, I haven't really traded a whole lot over the last 2 weeks. I had a class I had to go to for my job, but now that we're back in the grind, I'm going to try to knock the dust off of the whole trading skills thing, because it is a skill, and if you don't use it, you lose it, right? So we're going to try our hand today at making some successful trades. We've got about an hour, 57 minutes-ish till the open. And I'm home by myself with my 2-year-old today, so this could be interesting. But so we're going to be using the regular XBRAT software today. We're going to be using Algo, the EMA Cloud. I'll pull it up and show you. All right, so we're going to be using Algo, the EMA Cloud, the Manager, the Divergence Cloud. This is something that I didn't have on here previously. So we've got the Divergence Cloud. So we've got 4 of these, and then the bias. So with all of these tools combined, we are primed for a fantastic trading day today. If you hear the little man, he's just saying hi to his mom. So, all right, so we're gonna get started here. Let's look at the NQ real quick. U1. Boom, boom. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so it looks like we're bouncing off of this. Well, what was resistance down here? Our resistance right here is now support. So, man, we also have the oil. Oil inventories at 10:30 Eastern. 10:30 Eastern, we have oil inventories. I think that's the only real, important news we've got today. Some mortgage stuff, import price index, industrial production, crude oil imports, refinery crude runs, just some. It shows that it's lesser importance, right? Gasoline production, heating oil stockpiles, stuff like that. So if you trade heating oil or gasoline or anything like that, it might be a little volatile today. So keep that in mind as you're trading. Definitely want to keep an eye out for that 10:30 Eastern time, 9:30 Central time. Time frame for the crude oil inventories, because on the open, and I don't really know how that's going to affect the opening range trade. Let me pull that up real quick. Hang on. Uno momento. Boom, boom. Oh wait, I didn't even have I'm sorry, man. My fault, everyone. Boom. Oh man, hang on. Forget I got to redo all this stuff every time I lock. Boom. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So here is the. You going out there already? Um. Here is the MQ. Here's the. Let's look at the oil. CL V1. That's V. I think V is the correct. Is the correct contract. Oh wow! Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so looking pretty good. I mean, I did not catch the opening range trade on this. Let's see here. What about what time? I think this is the opening range. 5 minutes. Boom. Right here on the 5 minute. Oh, hang on. We're going to put a guide right here and a guide right here. Okay, so we have not actually. Well, I guess you kind of took one, but given the fact that today is oil inventory day, you want to be careful about making those trades, or at least know what you're doing, right? And as I've said previously, the XBRAD system, it will do almost everything for you except the stuff that is going to mess up your trade, right? So if you don't do your due diligence and you don't look to the left and you don't find those old support, old resistance levels, old just important levels, old important levels. And you can do that by zooming out on the. All right, so gold just went to a sell. Let's see here. Got an alert for some gold. GCZ. Let's look and see what this is. All right, so we do have a 6-star sell on the 1 minute. Let's see what happens here. Now we kind of want to wait because this is a pretty significant little support area for it right here. And I know it's down a whole point from where it's at right now. And normally you want to take the trade. There you go. So you would be in the trade right now, right? But you don't want to short into support either, right? So this played a pretty significant level overnight. So we want to make sure that we're down. We mind the rules, right? So look left, make sure that you're not fixing to short straight into something that you're going to regret, right? Because you don't want a. What's going on, Alan? Welcome. Hey, we just broke that support. Selling one. Let's see what we can do here. Wow. Selling one on the short side. Oh, I got the wrong thing up. So it is a. Need some more. Boom. Selling one on the short side. We're going to hold it and see what happens here. You don't want that? Oh. I gotcha. What? Yes, we did. All right, so apparently there's a feeding the. This could get interesting. All right, so we are in one right now, and like I said, you want to make sure that you're not running into anything. This down here, the 99, that's going to be the most significant level that I'm looking at right there. I wonder if I put this thing on here. Good grief, you guys are going to have to forgive me. I'm trying to get my life in order after being out for that school. Let's see here. Does that help just a little bit? Did that muffle me out any? Somebody let me know. I feel like maybe that muffled me out a little bit, but I'm trying to drown out some background noise. Am I check coming through, or did it muffle me down too much? Boom. All right. Well, it looks like it's rebounding off of that right there. So our stop is going to be at the top of this for the stop loss on this 6-star. Actually, it's going to, well, it would be right about there. So let's throw a stop up here because that's about where the top of the EMA cloud is. And if you're unfamiliar, okay, good. If you're unfamiliar with the XPRAT system and how to use it on a trade, so let's say you get this 6-star right here, boom, candle comes down, boom. The next candle that comes up, you want to get in this trade once you have looked left. Let me say that. Once you have looked to the left and you have verified that, it's all good, right? You jump in one tick below the bottom of this candle right here, okay? We see the support right here, so we're waiting for a break below that support, right? Now I jumped in because there was some momentum behind that. Need some more? Got to get some more cereal. Just 1 second. Oh, so I jumped in because there was some momentum behind this candle right here. Given the way that the market has been reacting over the last couple of days, honestly, I assume that it would just flush, like it had been. Hang on, let me stir it up for you. Are you done? Are you done? Okay, cool. We're going to do that today, I guess. You set your stop automatically at the top of the EMA cloud. Okay, so that EMA cloud is going to be at 805.7, right? So we want the stop at 805.8. So we'll add a trade stop order. Let's see, I got my brackets on here. 5.8. Boom, boom, boom. All right. 805.8 is the stop. And see, what all you do is you track it down. So as the EMA cloud comes down, you move your stop down with it, right? See, it's kind of bouncing off of this little area right here. I mean, it could do a whole lot of awesome stuff. So, you need a drink? You need a drink? All right, grab a drink real quick. Stand by. I'll keep an eye on this one. Thanks, sir. Say thank you, Bubba. Oh, God. Love you, kids. Have a good day. Hang on. Oh. Let's just take a second. All right, so my wife had been out of surgery. I've been out of work for about 8 weeks now. So she's been home for 8 weeks, and she gets to go back to work today after her surgery from 8 weeks ago. She's ready to go back to work, but everything is Bailey, lay down. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to kill the dog and then we'll be done with it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, yeah, so she's ready to go back to work. She's working a half day today. So I'm kind of on my own and we'll figure it out. We'll find out what works, and we'll just go with it, right? Because this is important. This stuff is important. All right. So look, let's look at this. I didn't point this out previously. I'm still getting used to it because this isn't something that I'm new to using this Divergence Cloud right here. So you've got the Divergence Cloud coming in right here, letting you know that there is divergence. Then you got the 6-star, then you have the manager, and then you have the EMA Cloud. Everything's turning down. I would call that all of the stars aligning, letting you know that this is going to be a great trade, just so long as you're not shorting into a significant support level. So with that in mind, I took the trade. I probably got in a little too early. I know, man. I'm trying to I'm trying to show you guys what not to do. Yeah, I'm winging it today, man. Not even gonna lie. I'm winging it today, Luke. Hopefully we can still make some money though, yeah. So looking at it to break this level right here. I'm just gonna throw an alert right here so that I kind of, oh well, there it goes. All right. And we're down. We're heading down. This is promising. This is very promising. So promising. In fact, I'm going to add another. So now I'm too deep on it. Let's see how far she can go. All right, so if you are unfamiliar with this whole system right here, this whole system is basically a system that will tell you based on multiple decision points what is a good trade and what is not. Basically, you have Paul in your computer telling you, hey, look, this is an okay trade. We'll give it a 4-star. Or, hey guy, hey, no, you need to pay attention to this one, 6-star, right? And then you have something that helps you to rein in your emotions, right? I have that problem. The manager, right? So I know personally, I'm like, ooh, I'm up $300. I'll take that $300, right? But I'm selling myself short most of the time. I'm not letting this trade reach its maximum potential, right? So I end up cutting my legs out from under me or selling. Like if I sold this Joker right now at $80, I don't know where it's going to. I mean, I would venture to guess probably down here to 99, right? Because that's the next significant level right here. But the manager right here is saying, hey, stay in the trade, stay in it, right? So you got Paul telling you, hey, pay attention to this trade right here. And then you got Paul sitting on your shoulder going, hey, man, don't freak out. It's okay. If it comes back above this, then get out. But we all know that trading is never guaranteed, right? So you need to have a stop in place. And this system, this whole system really kind of helps you keep everything where your profits are maximized and your losses are minimized. Okay. And there's different well, what do you want to call them? Wow, I just lost the word there. My brain will find it at some point, I guess. Hey, look, up another 300. See here, I'm gonna take hit my stop at, or hit my take profit at limit to submit. All right, so we're going for the 99-ish, 99. I really think we're going to be okay until that point right there. It's probably going to continue downward, but what was it? Damien said nobody ever went poor from taking profit. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So yeah, the whole idea is to use everything in concert, right? All right, we gotta sell on the 3-minute. Let's see here. Sell on 3-minute gold. That means that we're on the right track, right? So when you're getting 6-star sells on multiple time frames, right? This is just the 1-minute time frame. When you get sells on multiple time frames, I mean that's confirmation. That's telling you, hey, look, this is a legit trade. I mean, now granted, we all know we don't know where the bottom of it is, so we just do the best we can to manage the thing, right? Give it some room to breathe. And let it go. I mean, you may turn up a $10,000 winner depending on how many contracts you trade and how far it falls. Like, let's take for example, was it yesterday? No, it was day before yesterday. The open day before yesterday. I may have snuck in a trade or two on that one. Don't tell my boss. But, you know, that one, I mean, it literally just plummeted. I was like, this is incredible. Hey, ta-da. All right. Now, with that said, let's see here. That puts me at $680 on the day on gold. Wow, I kind of missed out on it. But hey, you know, like you set a target. If you hit your target, excellent. If you don't have a target, and I'm still learning how to just let it go, but personally, I like to have a target set because if you'll go back to some of the previous videos, wow, look at this dumper. Wow, man, this is unreal. Man. Wow. I guess 96 is the magic number. But I would look at if we were going to break 96, let's see here. I tell you what, let's look at this. I'm sorry, not the 4 minute. Who does anything on the 4 minute? Just kidding. All right, so here's the 5 minute. Let's look left here. Whoa, yeah. Here's the 5 minute. This. Let's see here. I got the XBRAT system, Alan. When did I get that? I've got the receipts in my email. I've probably been using it for about 2 months now, maybe 3. Maybe 3 months now. Solid. Okay. But then you got to remember, whenever you start using a new system, you have to compete with the mindset that you were using with your old system, right? And my old system was, you know, if it's green, buy it. If it's red, sell it. Really easy to lose a whole lot of money that way. Yes, I have the evidence to prove that. But yes, so buddy of mine turned me on to the XBRAT and really just kind of showed, wow, we have broken this 96 support. Let's see here. Looking left, your next significant level of support is going to be somewhere in the area of 90. That looks like actually pretty significant. 95, 95.1 or 95, somewhere in there. If you're in this trade and it continues to fall, look for the bottom around 95, because we're looking at this right here. You see it's just played off of this 95 level. Boom, 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 and then down, and then 95, and then it'd come up, break above it, come back down below it, right? And then it would bounce off the top of it, bounce off the top of it, bounce off the top of it, down below it, down below it. So 95 is going to be pretty significant. I really don't know what we're in for. So to answer your question, I have been following the rules of the XBRAT system, and I'll go over all of the rules with you guys today in the as soon as the open hits and we start getting more and more trades that come in. I'm bringing this back down to a 1 minute, so we're not looking at like an entire excuse me. I've got 3 sick kids at home, and my wife was talking about getting the sniffles yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, look, I do not want to get sick, because I was off for six weeks with her. And I just went back to work straight into a 2-week school, graduated, boom, went to work. I worked, just got done. Hey, what's going on, Paul? How are you, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you trading with your inner circle this morning? For y'all that don't know, this is Paul Bratby. He is the guy that is telling you to stay in a trade with the manager. He's the guy telling you, hey, this is a great trade to take a look at with the 6 stars. He is the brain behind the all of the XBRAT system, the Divergence, or the manager, the algo, the cloud, and a ton of other awesome indicators that you can find on globaltradingsoftware.com. The man, the myth, the legend, Paul Bratby, who likes to do staycations. I wish I could do a staycation. I kind of just did a staycation, didn't I? All right, so anybody else take that opening range gold trade and then the flush below on that opening range? which is where we're kind of hanging out right now. Actually, we kind of bounced back up to 99. It's pretty good. So hey, remember, set yourself a profit target. Don't be afraid to set yourself a profit target. I learned that the hard way, because if you go back to some of the earlier videos with me doing the announcing, can y'all hear that? I don't know. I want to see how good this mic is. I guess you can. Oh well. Yeah, you'll see the NQ take off, right? I'm up $800, and then it turns around and it goes negative, and I didn't sell it, and it goes back up, and it gives me another shot at $800, and I'm like, no, I'm taking thousands of dollars. What are you talking about, NQ? You don't know what you're talking about today. And then it turns around and goes back down, and I end up losing my butt because I did not take profits. So since then, I have always tried, given the momentum into consideration. Here you go, buddy. Given the momentum, taking the momentum into consideration with the different indice or the gold or silver, whatever it is. There you go. The amount of buying or selling that's going on. Industrial, okay, 15 past the hour, make sure you have stops on. Industrial production, okay. I need to update I'll just go to, Paul, can you, or Damien, can you guys throw up the link to the economic calendar that you guys have on Trading the Fifth, please? For everybody, so that you guys can know this economic calendar that they have on here. It has all of this information, all the data, times and stuff like that on there listed for you, so you don't have to go scouring the internet and trust Bloomberg like I was doing, which had nothing about industrial production data. So I feel like that was a fail. Don't trust Bloomberg. Just saying. I don't know. This gold may be a good runner on the downside today. I don't know. We'll see. But this is encouraging, because this means that there's going to be some movement in the markets today, and I'm super excited about that. Yeah. I'm sure you guys can. I'll push him back out of frame here. Oh, give me a good jump here. There you go. Oh, golly. We're just going to fly by the seat of our pants today, folks. Anyway, if you're just joining us, my name is Daniel Moore. I'm a host here on YouTube, Global Trading Software Channel, where we take a daily look inside of the market. It's a live trading. Oh, thank you. It is a live trading room, right? So you can follow along. We do not recommend that you take the same trades that we take, of course, right? If you do so at your own risk. We're not responsible for any losses that you may incur, simply because there's a delay. Okay, there's about a 6 to 10 second delay between the time that I say something and the time, and in the market, 6 seconds is all it takes sometimes, right? So keep that in mind as we go through the day. Morning session is from, and I'm Central Time. I don't know where everybody else is, but I'm Central Time. So we'll say 8:30 Eastern Time to 10:30 Eastern Time, unless we have some crazy good volatility, crazy good trades, or we're still in a trade. I'll stay on as long as I'm in a trade, or as long as there's signals coming in and it's looking really, really, really strong for a possibility of a great trade. Because I want you guys to get the full picture of the XPRAT system and how to use it, how it can work for you, and how to apply it this thing works on stocks too. So if you got a broker or a trading platform that is, like Trading View, Trade Station, Motive Wave, Ninja Trader, and MA4 or M4A. I can't remember what that name of. I'll let Damien add that one. Also, I want to throw out that if you have any of those, there is this system available for it. So as we go through the day, take a look at it, see how it's used. Remember, it's not going to do your work for you. It does a lot of work for you, but it does not do your job for you, right? Your job as the trader is to look to the left, right? Make sure that you're not fixing to short into any kind of support or go long into any kind of major resistance, right? You look left, you do your due diligence, you take the calculated risk, make sure that you've got your stop set in accordance with the rules of the XBRAT system, and you click. That's on you, right? You listen to the manager, listen to what it tells you to do. Case and point right here. I had my profit target set, right, at 99, and it straight up took it out and went way through it, right? But $680 on the day is not bad. Now, if I'd have had more contracts, I only had 2 contracts on that one. And this is my second trade on gold for the day. So look at this. Look at the manager here. The manager, thank you. Okay, I'm not going to give it back. The manager is telling you, to stay in the trade still. What you need? The manager is telling you to stay in the trade, right? Manager is telling you to stay in the trade. Just so long as it's red and on the downward slide, right? It's telling you to stay in the trade. Bless you. Hang on. I got to get a tissue real quick. Hang on. Let me get you a tissue. Here we go. You gonna do it yourself? Do it. Huh? Okay. Okay. You do it then. All right. So back to the manager. Just so long as the manager is telling you to stay in the trade, if I would not have had a profit target set, I can use the manager to keep me in the trade, right? So I got in, where was it? I think I got in right here at 80. We'll say 801. As a matter of fact, we'll say 8016. So if I would have listened to the manager, right, we still would have been in the money, right? Pretty good, pretty nicely in the money, right? We still would have been in the money. We never would have gone back into the negative, right? We never would have gone back into the red, but we're managing it by bringing our stop loss down with the top of the EMA cloud, right? Staying in the trade. As a matter of fact, the broader the distance of that red cloud, the bigger it is, the more solid it's telling you to stay in the trade. You want this? Yeah? Okay, I got it. It's basically screaming at you to stay in the trade. This is, so you just bring your stop loss down, to above the EMA cloud. Hang on. Oh, getting too big for that thing, buddy. Here, what's it? Okay then. Guess so. Let's see here. Do you have any favorite markets, time frames to trade? All right. So this is the I monitor the NQ, the ES, the YM, RTY. So I monitor all of those. Then gold, silver, platinum, oil, natural gas, which I'm so on. It's not really been a really significant winner or loser, I guess, in my repertoire. But it's still something I like to keep an eye on, because most of the time that I have seen, natural gas and oil track pretty closely. So, you know, I don't know. I like to keep things together that tend to track the same in case there's a massive sell off or something like that on one. And I've learned, yeah, I've done a lot of learning. So previously I would do everything on the 1 minute, which, you know, I'm sure some of you more experienced traders understand that the 1 minute is probably not the best to just have all your trades on, right? To manage them, sure. I mean, you can come on down to the 1 minute. Here you go, buddy. Dude is a Go-Gurt fan. Go-Gurt fan. Anyway, so yeah, sure. You know, you take. Let's say you get a good trade set up on the 3 minute. You come down to the 1 minute. Let's say you get a good trade set up on the 5 minute. You come down to the 1 minute to manage it. Understandable. Okay, cool. But I was looking for setups, and I say setups. I don't even think I knew what setups were on the 1 minute. But really and truly, I use the one. Here you go, buddy. I use the 1 minute, the 3 minute, and the 5 minute on oil, platinum, silver, gold. And then I use the 1, 3, 5, 15 minute on the RTY, YM, and ES, and the 1, 3, 5, and 12 minute on the NQ. And it's very calculated, I guess. The reason why I set it up like that, really, I calculated listening to Paul's advice. And if I could encourage anybody to do that, I really would. Okay. That's why we're going to stick to the rules today when we trade. But, you know, his advice was basically, look, you use these time frames right here, right? Because on choppy days, you want to use the high time frames to at least give you a direction of the market, right? Because if it's super choppy, it's hard to see. You know, I know we've seen that. We've seen that, you know, in the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months of trading. There have been days where it is just literally on the 5 minute or the 1 minute, 3 minute, you know, it's like the Haikanashi candles are all just, they're dojis because it's just like, I mean, it's just a whipsaw, and it's so frustrating to trade those days. But if you use the higher time frame, in my case, I was trading the NQ, use 12-minute time frame on it just to see the direction. You know, it'll give you a little bit more peace of mind as far as taking along, because you see that over the last 30 minutes, right, the last two candles, it's been increasingly going upwards, right, or short for downwards, right? So I don't have a favorite. I guess I like the one that makes me the most money, but they all make the same money. So, all right. So let's take a look at this gold trade right here. If you're still in this trade, kudos to you. All right. Yeah, the Divergence Cloud kicked in, comes down, right? Okay, the Divergence Cloud stops about here. These little triangles right here are your profit targets, right? So it has them pre-calculated. I think I've got to figure out how to take those lines off. But this big triangle right here is your entry, right? That is the where the divergence begins, right? And then it's got little ones to tell you that it would have taken profit there, right? But it works in conjunction with the XBRAD system, right? So you don't want to, and I mean, I guess you could, but it's not meant to work like that. You don't use it by itself. You want to use it with the system for confirmation, because let's look at it like this. So you get a 6-star, but you got no EMA cloud. You got no bias down here at the bottom, pointing at my screen like you can see what I'm talking about. You got no bias like you got down here. You got no manager. All you have is the algo. That's all you have is the algo. And then, so you've got the algo, and you can make trades. If you understand what it is that you're doing and you're not a new trader, this algo, I mean, would be, that's enough. That's all you need, right? But if you're new, right, and you don't have years and years of knowledge and experience in the markets, then you're looking at needing some confirmation. I needed confirmation, right? So I've got the XBRAT system that tells me, hey, look, pay attention. Then I've got the EMA cloud that confirms for me the direction that it's going, right? Then the manager confirming to stay in the trade. Then the divergence cloud saying, yep, you're good. And then the bias also, when you have all of these things working together, you've got literally no reason to be all up in your head about a trade. You don't. And that was probably one of my biggest problems, is me being all up in my man. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I used to be a boom and buster. I would have a day where, you had to be blind not to make money in the market. I mean, literally, it's a green rocket ship going straight up. And all you had to do was click buy, click, and I would click and I would make, $3,000-$4,000. We'll say that's probably a little high, but we'll say $3,000 or $4,000. And then the next day I'm like walking on cloud nine, feeling like the king of the markets and you can't beat me. And then I get taken to the freaking the woodshed and my butt gets whipped pretty good the next day, and then I lose it all. I would lose it all and I'd go negative. I'd bust my account, whatever. Just because I mean, it's this right here, my brand new brain, my brand new trading brain, my inability to understand what it was that needed to happen, what I needed to look for. So this has really just been a huge journey to finding this stuff right here, and it has really helped me become successful, right? I mean, successful, yes, successful meaning consistent, right? You don't look. Here's what I had to get through my head. If you make $50 on a trade, guess what? You just made $50. Good job. If you've got the experience and the mental fortitude to stay in some of these tough trades, like you saw some that Paul posted on the Discord. If you do not have our Discord, Damien, if you could throw that up real quick, give them the link to it. Please join the Discord. Okay. Paul's there, Damien's there, I'm there, and so is everybody else. There's like 70 or 80 people in there now, and we just talk about trading, and it's awesome. It's awesome. So there's a link coming for that right there. But he posted it in the Discord that I think it was yesterday's opening range oil trade where he took some heat on it, right? So, I mean, mentally he knew what he was doing. He knew where his max loss, his strategy, how it was all working together, right? So he was able to stay in it, take the heat because he knew it was coming back down, and end up profitable, right? I did not. Shoot, I still have trouble with that. I guess being here on the tube helps me to stay accountable to the rules, right? Because my sole purpose here is to show you that it works, and it works well if you follow the rules, right? So if I'm not following the rules, what kind of host am I? Not a very good one. So we're following the rules. So the idea is that you guys can find this program, find all these indicators on globaltradingsoftware.com. They've got a couple of different options for you. They've got the straight out the gate, you own it, the whole 9 yards. And then they have a 6-month lease program that basically you just, I think $600. Is it $600? I think it's $600. $600 for 6 months. So it's $100 a month for 6 months. And then that's it, right? So, and then you got 6 months, and then you just pay the difference if you decide you want to keep it for life, right? So the idea is that you can get these, and then you can come to this channel and learn how to use these, learn how to apply all of the different lessons that need to be learned in order to do it correctly, right? All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at this. Okay. So this gold trade just came back up. Let's look real close here. Did it pop to the top of that EMA cloud? Nope, not yet. It's teetering though. All right, so if it goes one tick above that right there, so if it hits 99.6, that's where your stop is right there. Now, granted, that's where my original, hang on just a second here. That's where my original take profit was, right? So if, I mean, worst case scenario, I mean, it comes down, I stay in it, listening to the manager, right? And then it comes up, but it doesn't break that cloud. That's what we're waiting for right there, is we're waiting for it to break the top of the EMA cloud. Because once, all right, so you get a 6-star on one candle, and then it goes down for 2 candles, and it comes back up and it breaks the top of this EMA cloud, it invalidates the whole 6-star. No longer useful. Okay. Now, does that mean that it's not going to turn around and go back down in the same direction? No, it doesn't. Right. But this system is designed to maximize your profits and minimize your losses. More often than not, if it breaks the top of this cloud, that means that it's not going to go in the direction that we want it to, or at least as strongly as we want it to. Right. So keeping that in mind, let's see here. Just keeping that in mind, we're waiting on this to pop the top of this cloud right here, right? To see if this is going to invalidate the move. I see. Look, we got some green divergence coming in right here. Can y'all see that? Yeah, a little bit. There's that green triangle right there. But if you're using the manager to manage this trade, you're waiting on this cross right here. Okay, so just so long as it is not crossing, right? I mean, it can touch. I mean, look at this up here. It just touched, bing, and then there you go. So it just crossed the top of it, boom. So if you're not out yet, that's your signal right there. If you're using the manager, to manage this trade, you have average volume, average volume, average volume, average. Oh, these are lower than average volume. I'm sorry. Lower than average volume, lower, 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 higher than average volume on the buy side, lower, 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 lower. I mean, given this trajectory up, I mean, if you're using the manager, wait for it to cross. Let's see what happens here. I mean, if you're already in the profit, if you're already in the money, let's say you got in. Let's say you took the bounce off of resistance. I have no idea how to do that, by the way. I would get that all wrong. But let's say you, in your experience, you took the bounce off of resistance, right? You were like, hey, I'm going to take this, and I know it's just going to tumble, right? So you took that. I mean, look at this. I mean, so you're so far in the money right now. It is just disgusting. Well done. But now you're like, all right, so you're using the system, you're using the express system. You got confirmation that you were on the right side of that trade whenever the 6-star came through. That should set your mind at ease, right? Boom, Divergence Cloud comes in. Boom, manager turns red. Boom, EMA Cloud turns down. Everything just, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm about to make so much money off of this, right? And then it comes down, and you're so far in the money right now that you're like, hey, I mean, I'm up $5,000. Let's wait and see what the manager does, right? So, hey, look, check that out. If you were listening to the manager, you're still in this trade. Let's see what happens here. Let's see how this plays out. And we got 9 minutes till the open. I feel like I'm feel like I'm commenting on a horse race or something like that. Let's see here. So yeah, we'll keep it on. We'll keep it on this, but let's cruise around and take a look at the rest of the indices real quick. In Q. All right, looking at a dip on the NQ. Check out the ES. ESU. All right, we got a 6-star sell on the ES. Now, see, when it comes to the stock indexes or indices, I really don't know which one of those words is the right word to use, but we're going to go with indice because it sounds super sophisticated, right? So if you're looking at the stock indices, right? If you're looking at the NQ, ESYM, RTY, this system, this XBRAT system is designed to be used with volume. Okay. Does that mean it's not going to work if it doesn't have the volume that come from the US and the European session and all of these sessions that cross over? No. I mean, like it's designed to, it works. You just have to make sure you look left, number one. All right. But it's designed to work. It works best when there's a lot of volume coming in because of all of the points of confirmation, all of the points of decision for these stars that have to come through. So let's say you just get 6-star after 6-star after 6-star after 6-star, and they fail on Globex or on the European session sometimes, or the Asian session. I mean, it's not because the system isn't doing its job. It's just because the volume is not there to help carry the momentum through. You know what I mean? So let's say we get a 6-star sell, and this is what I'm talking about right here, right? We get a 6-star sell, and then it turns around and goes the other way, right? Two things. One, we're super close to the open, right? And the open is always like super weird. Somebody somewhere doesn't really want it to open up super low. They want it to go up before it goes down, but whatever. So keep in mind that when you're using this system, make sure you wait. And if you're if you're going to trade the European session, if you're going to trade the Asian session, if you're going to trade afternoon US session, even, like, just remember that volume plays a big part in follow through on these stars, right? So you need that. Okay. So you had the sell, boom, check this bias, sell, and now we got neutral bias. So there's like, not really sure what we're going to do here, right? We also have a bunch of indecision here. 6-star sell on the 1 minute. Oops. What I did here? Nope. Nope. There we go. I love you. Have a good day. It's me, kiss. I love you. All right, so we'll cruise over to the. Okay. All right. Yes. Let's look at the YMU. Are we still in U? I think we're still in U, right? U until the end of this month, and then it rolls over to V, right? I think anybody that knows the answer to that? I don't know the answer to that, being honest with you. All right, so we're looking at the YM here. Yesterday, it took a spill, 200 points. 200 points was the dip. And it has steadily been just stair-stepping down. All of them have, right? Let's see here. RTY U1. See here. Yeah, look at that. All right, let's check the overnight. Whoa. Wow, that was messed up. Check the overnight low here. right. All right, here we are. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. London Open. So, and we're still 22.19, and this is RTY. 22.19 for the overnight high, 22.05 for the overnight low. It's not really a huge range, but you know, I mean, that's decent. It's a decent range. And then we'll we'll do the same thing with ES. All right, overnight high. This is 115 here. Overnight high, we're looking at 44.58, and that came through at about 4:45 this morning. And then the overnight lows, where are they? Wow. Okay. Are we lower than that? Hang on. There we go. 441. And that was at 9:15. No, I'm sorry. 9:05-ish last night. So that's a massive, massive range right there. I say massive, massive. It's like, what, 17 points? But 17 points on the ES can pay a house note. So if you're like me and you still have one of those. And then we're going to go look at the YM before it opens up. This is so exciting. Does anybody else get those like excited butterflies in your stomach the closer it gets to the open? Or is it just me? All right. High is 34,677 overnight. Wow, that's impressive. Low is 34,499, right there at that psychological level of 34,500. So keep that in mind as the markets begin to open. I personally like to watch the open of the NQ, but throughout this this day, we're gonna go with the. Actually, I'm gonna leave it on the 5-minute, but I've got another chart that's got the 12-minute on it, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that while we're just watching this thing dip or rip one. But yeah, if you guys got a chart or something like that you want me to look at during the day, please feel free to throw it in the comments, and I will make sure that I pull that up and take a look at it. Okay. Hey, good luck, everybody. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna trade together. We're going to be in it together. We're going to experience this all together, guys, ladies and gentlemen, both of y'all. 5 seconds to go. Whew, what's going to happen today? All right, let's check this out here. I wonder how that gold trade's doing. We may slip over there real quick and take a look at it. Actually, I'll look at it over here so you guys can hang on. What are some of y'all's favorite charts to watch and time frames and stuff like that, and why? I mean, I'm here to learn from y'all just as much as y'all are here to learn about this system. So boom. YM 5-star on the 1 minute. All right, we'll look at that real quick and show you guys what's up. Pull up the right chart here. Look at that. Boom. Man, that was a dadgum 30-point runner. Look at it. Boing. If you caught that long, you're probably done for the day. 30 points, 4 contracts. I'll take that. Ow. All right. Let's see here. YM. All right, so we got this 5-star. Okay, now keep in mind that a 5-star is not as good as a 6-star, but a 5-star is still a good one to keep an eye on, right? So what you're going to see is if you get like a 5-star and there it is right there. See the 5-star and the 6-star, and then the continuation, right? That is always a very, very, very good sign, right? That is 5-star. Hey, look, it met quite a few points of decision to hit this 5-star. Then very next one met all points of decision for that 6-star, right? And then so you're getting some follow through here. Basically, what we need to see is this was a very significant level overnight, right? This was a very significant level. So we need to make sure that it breaks and closes below that level right there for it to be good, right? Hang on, let old boy know that mom's gone to work now to make us some real money. She's at work. She went to work. All right, let's see what we can do here. Boom, boom. We'll keep an eye on that. We got a 6-star buy on the, oh my. Let's ease back over to the old NQ here. You get some tissue for your nose? Go get some tissue. Wow, look at it. Hi. This is insane. Look at that, man. Oh my gosh. For some of you experienced folks, let's see here. Here we go. So you're mainly in queue, 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minutes. 10 a.m. You're over at 5 p.m. The volume's okay. I got you. So what time is it? What time is it there in Australia right now? I mean, I'm sure it's sometime at night, isn't it? Or early in the morning. Man, look at that. Boom, boom. Let's see here. Y'all give me just 1 second, okay? I've got to. Boom, boom. All right, so remember we've got industrial production data coming out here in, I'm sorry, that was at 9:15, right? So that's already come and gone. The next thing we've got is crude oil inventories. Just 1 second, I'm being someone. Yes, sir. What you got, man? Hang on. Be right back. Just 1 second. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh wow. Sit down. Oh, no, just sit down. Whoa. All right. So, word of advice, never tell your 2-year-old to just go grab some toilet paper, because then you have to go pick up half the roll of toilet paper that's on the ground afterwards. So, just not my most cleverest moment. All right, so we got some decent movement on the NQ to look at here. So let me look at the rest of this. I'm just gonna quick zip. I've got a couple of different charts going on, but it all looks the same as what you're looking at right now. I just have a quad look that shows me all the time frames at once, so I don't have to go through every individual time frame. Boom, boom. Yeah, gold's looking at like a rebound. Silver tracks pretty well with gold. Oh man. Oh, what a beautiful silver trade that would have been. Let's see here. Oil, man, oil is rocking. Wow. Oil is rocking from a 6-star at 7 a.m. and it is already up 2.5 full points. That's impressive. I'm guessing people are really expecting this to go, oh wow, look at it, look at this NQ dump. Wow. Wow. All right, so one of the trades that we can take here that is not this is the only other trade that we will take here that is not an XRAP trade. They're working on, yes sir. Oh, here. Let me get your come here. Let me get your notes. Is the opening range trade. What? Watch videos. Oh. Here you go. This is going to take some getting used to. This is going to take some getting used to. Anyway, it's the opening range trade. Don't get suckered into anything until after the first 15 minutes of session. You got it, right? And that's what that's kind of what we're getting at right here. The opening range trade. I mean, this stuff looks really good. Really, really, really good. It really, really does, right? But you want to stick to your guns because after the truth will be revealed after the first 15 minutes, 12 minutes if it's the NQ, right? You have got to stick to your guns when it comes to your trading rules, really and truly, okay? So just hang tight. Just hang tight. I mean, there are some really significant zones that we got to go through on the bottom side of this NQ. There we go, 11:39. Oh, we got two of you fellas from Australia on today. Welcome. Way to represent. You know what I mean? Well done. Let's see here. That 5 minute. Looking for 5 more minutes to get by to really give us a good indication of what to look at. See, I don't know. I mean, I've got my own theories about what's going to happen, what's going on, what's like where the direction of everything is going. And really, we need a correction. I feel like we need a correction. That's coming from an inexperienced trader, of course. But, I feel like nothing that is the highest that it's ever been ever by a large margin is going to be able to sustain that without a decent pullback, establishing that support level down there, and then a rebound off of it. I don't see how this is going to be a long-term thing. You know what I mean? I have my own suspicions. Just true. Man, if anybody jumped in that dadgum trade at 440, whew, that is a beast of a trade. Beast. How long has everybody in here been trading? I've been trading for, gosh, less than a year. Yeah, less than a year. But I will tell you that being lost in the sauce of this market, you learn a whole lot of things, trial and error. You learn a whole lot of things out of just pure ignorance and pain. Gosh, dog, it's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. But there are things out there. There are things out there that will help you on that journey, right? And this system right here is definitely one of those. I love it. I honestly don't know that I would truly know how to trade without it. But that's just me. Different levels of experience for different traders. Understandable. All right, let's take a look at, and we don't have any significant buy or sell signals coming in right this moment. See, it looks like gold and silver have flattened out, which is, I mean, you can look at that two ways. It's either flattened out and then it's going to stay flat, or it was on a downslope, rebounded, now it's flattened out for a return to the downside, the dark side. Oh, I don't know why I do. I tend to, never mind, whatever. Yes, it was a Star Wars reference. What of it? Yeah, oil is looking like an absolute boss right now. Wow. All right, so I'm going to slip over here to, let's see here. Didn't have anything on the 5 minute. Had 1 6 star at 7. All right, so let's from 7:30 until now, it has gone up from 65 to 71.65 to 72.59. That's a massive run. Massive run. All right, we're still waiting on a. I mean, we've got divergence and all that stuff, but there's something missing here. Thank you. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That is unreal. 50 points. No, it's that gum almost 70 points. R2-on-YM holding as support. Yeah. So we're looking at, all right, so let's slip over here to the boom. This is what he's talking about right here. Right. So we'll go with the first 15 minutes here. Boom. Here we go. And we're almost there. So this is going to be the range right here. Not create an alert, but this thing is massive. Yeah. This thing is massive. If I had to guess, usually that I've seen whenever it's this massive, it usually trades in the range most of the day, right? All right, so we're looking at this. I mean, unless it just continues to boom, boom, boom. But I mean, we're looking. All right, so what we'll do is we'll do this. Since we're teasing with the downside here, we're going to throw that alert right there just in case it does cross over to the downside. We can come back over here. We do not have a trade on it yet. But as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by a 2-year-old who just decided that he was going to rip half of the toilet paper roll into the floor. The only other trades that we take on this channel are opening range trades, right? Opening range trades. Those are the only other ones that we'll take, and that's because it is a strategy that is approved by Paul to use, okay? So you're not going to find anything on this channel where I'm just randomly taking trades because, well, I've proved to myself that I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm not going to push that off on you guys. So, all right, let's look at the Yes, you. Oh, wow. Look at the rebound. Man, what a tumble, though. Golly. Wow. Interesting. All right. So let's look at it on the 15 and go ahead and map that out. RTY 1 minute 6-star buy. Add a guide there. Add a guide there. I mean, that's a pretty daggone big range too. I mean, it's going to break out eventually. Just got to be patient. All right, so we'll look at the YM. Boom. Hey, okay. YM on the 15-minute. Is this right? Yep. Yes, that's it right there, right? What is going on? Oh, it's so small, I guess. Right? Dang. This is the YM 15-minute. I feel like it should be. Check it. Check it. No, that's right. That's just not a very big range at all. So that would be a decent one. So let's look over here. This is the opening 15-minute range. So here, add a guide there and a guide there. All right. So another rule that we. Oh man, I know, Stealth, you are on point with that one, sir. That Joker was ridiculous. All right, so another rule that we trade with here is if it's inside of this EMA cloud right here, you don't take a trade. Period. There are no trades to be had if it's doing this number right here. Inside this trade, inside this trade, inside this trade. Inside this cloud. You don't take the trade. Don't do it. Okay, that violates the rules. It's very risky. We don't want to do that, right? All right, gold on the 1 minute. We have a 5-star sell. So let's cruise over to the RTY. We're going to continue setting up our RTY U1. Wow, look at that ripper. Check out this 15-minute and see where we're at here. I mean, all right. Now we're breaking out the top side. All right, so there's a couple of things that you need to look at here. Okay, when you're doing trades with this system, you got to use the Haikanashi Candles. Okay, so the Haikanashi Candles, I love them because if you're trading and like let's look at this right here. Let's look at this right here. The body of this candle is not above any of this. The price is above it, but the body of this candle is not, right? Which tells me that there may not be a lot of oomph behind it. You know what I mean? So definitely be careful, be wary about a retracement on that. Okay. Let's look at this RTY opening range here. It's your gold GCZ 1. Now we got a 4-star, a 5-star. Ooh, these are the best. These are the best. Look, if you get a 4-star and then a 5-star and then a 6-star, man, that is. Oh man, those are great. Those are great freaking trades. Just absolutely ridiculous. Every time I've ever seen a 4, 5, 6-star, I mean it's been, and they're few and far between, right? It's not something that you see every single time you use the system, right? You either see like the 6-star or a 5-star. Or a 5 and a 6-star. But when you see a 4-star, a 5-star, and a 6-star, boom, 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 That is excellent. Excellent, 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 right? So we're sitting right here at this support level right here, which, I mean, okay, so good. It found some support. That's good, right? I mean, we want it to either go one direction or the other, right? So let's see here. Let's ease over to the see, now we're dipping down here. 4, 5. I tell you what, let's hang tight right here. Let's see which one's gonna give us the 6-star. And then whenever we do get the 6-star, I do not mind making 3 gold trades today and making my money for the day. Who here operates with a daily target besides me? Man, he is loud. You're so loud. I do not want the bus up here. Thank you. I don't need. I don't need. Hey, you can't have all of it up there. My dude is 2. Here, man, like you gotta have room, space, you know. So apparently, my computer desk has become the play area. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So on that 6-star for the gold, boom, 4, 5, 6-star. We are waiting for it to come down and pop, right? Because that 96.3 level right there is that's pretty significant. I mean, look at it. It stopped this move right here. Boom, right? So we want to make sure that we break down and we close below that right there before we jump in this trade, doing our part to make sure that this the 80% probabilities rate remains true. Okay, so this system, if you use it and you follow all the rules and you do it the way that you do things the way that it's meant to be done, you're looking at 80% win rate, 80%. If you have the discipline to follow all of the rules, 80%. That's fantastic. That's fantastic, right? 80% of the trades that you take, and you're not taking a ton of trades a day, right? So you have to think, what is that? If I take 100 trades, 80 of them will be profitable. Out of every 100, we'll say 80 are profitable. But the only way to do that is to obey the rules. And when you obey the rules, you find yourself taking, 10 trades instead of 100 trades. But you're taking quality trades, right? Which is way more important than just jumping into a trade, right? I mean, if you've got a multi-million-dollar account and you can stomach to have a drawdown of 25K, okay. I mean, that's up to you. But for those of us that are doing the prop accounts or are trading our own money, you good? I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. My bad, bro. Sure. Okay, I won't talk to you then. That's what kind of day we're gonna have, I guess. So yeah, those of us that are using the prop accounts and we're going through trading smaller accounts, trying to grow that into something, you it's in your best interest to follow the rules specifically. Okay, so what I'm gonna take a second here. Golly bum! Wow. Take a second here, and I'm going to suggest that if you find yourself in the category lumped in that you're trading a prop account and you need the rule set and you need the guidance and the accountability, then I suggest that you join our Discord. Okay, Global Trading Software has a Discord. I'm a member. Paul, he comes in all the time. Damien's always there. We get in there, we have a good time, and we learn a whole lot. I mean, all of Paul's instructional videos get put in there, and there's a lot of people that use the system that are in that Discord. The fact that you have multiple people in that Discord there to hold you accountable, that are there to go through it with you. They know what you're feeling, right? It is so beneficial. It is so beneficial. Like, I cannot even express how beneficial it has been to me. But if you're not already a member of the Discord, Damien, if you can throw that link up there, or maybe it's in the description by now. I don't know. I hadn't been. Damien, is it in the description? I think it is in the description. Check the description on the YouTube link. Not yet. Okay. Well, then maybe, Damien, if you could throw that into the chat there so people can have access to it. Get in there, make some connections, find some people that'll hold you accountable when there's people that trade different styles. I mean, it's all valid, it's all relative, right? But at the end of the day, we all hold each other accountable to sticking to the rules. And if there's a loss or a losing trade, high losing trade, or a great win trade, everybody looks at those things and they go, hey, okay, so next time, if I do this, if I do this in conjunction with the XPRAT system, you're looking at having great success on a trade, right? Oh, thank you. All right, so Discord is now in the chat. Okay, go there, join up. It's free. Come hang out. If you are looking at maybe buying the XPRAT system, you can go to either globaltradingsoftware.com, or you can follow the link that is in the description of this YouTube video, and it will take you directly there. You will have a chance to select your trading platform, right? So if you trade on Motive Wave, Ninja Trader, Trading Station, Trading Viewer, M4, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look so that I don't lie to y'all. Let's see here, if it'll let me. The other day it wouldn't let me. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see here. We got Damien is still not letting me. I need to figure that out. Maybe they just don't like US people visiting the website. I don't know. Bro, please. No, that's how you break a leg. Yeah. Yay! Let's not do that again. Yay! Here, let's go. Come here, wipe your nose. Thank you, sir. There you go. All right. But yes, go to globaltradingsoftware.com. They have they have so many that you can use, right, to trade. So then you got the different systems, and you got the XPRAT system, which is I know how to use this. I use this, but they have other things there too, right? You got the bits of the breakout indicator. You've got, you know what? I'll just pull it up on my phone. My phone likes me. It'll let me go there. Let's see here. Huh? Oh, boom. There we go. They have a breakout indicator. They've got .com. Oh my gosh, fat fingers. Wow. Fat fingering this thing to death here. You know, I choose your platform.
Hey guys.
It's Paul. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
Doing good, my friend. Doing good.
Excellent.
You got for us, sir.
I just wanted to come on and go through these opening range and why I chose YM against all the others to see if I can show you something there. So let me just figure out how to share my screen a second. Just choose the right one. There we go. Okay, so right, so what we have is, forget that one, that's a blue one. First of all, when we look at the YM chart here, some great support from last night at the here, it's 20:45 my time PM, so you know, early evening US time. We come down to test that pre-market. That double bottom is pretty hot stuff there. Then we go to RTY. Again, we've got another triple bottom forming from the overnight lows. We go to ES. We've got a really fat support there as well from the A and the C pivots from this back pattern that formed during the night. So we got lots of support. So regardless of NQ trying to get down below its support, 3 out of the 4 held support. Yeah. And the opening range, the first 15 minutes for NQ, that range was massive. As soon as I saw that range, switch the chart off for NQ, I'm not trading it today. Yeah. Then we switch back to YM. Look at the manager here. It gives me a high volume 15-minute candle rejecting those lows with higher than average volume. You don't know whether you can see it or not, but the first 15 minutes is here at 34478, the high. So we just went in one tick above. Then our target was this next resistance level here, and boom, in. Yeah, straight in, traded it out. Okay. So when you're looking at all 4 indexes, you've got to see which one's behaving well. And I know that's difficult if you haven't got multiple screens. I've got 6 screens, makes it easy. But, and I'm used to it, it's just literally bang, bang, NQ, gone, away from the equation. Right, what's next? Oh, I like the rejection candle on YM. This is why, even before that happened, I shared the YM chart in the Discord group with the framing. I knew what was coming. I knew that support was really, really strong. And as it happens, that's the trade I took. I mean, RTY would have been a reasonably good trade, breaking out that range. There's the top of that range here at 22.10.6. The only thing that would have stopped me getting into that, and I didn't draw it on my chart because I just saw it before, is this high here. But look at the YM. Lots of fresh air in the range from that low. The low of that tests of that opening 15 minutes, tests that support. We're here, we've got lots of fresh air up to the resistance. We didn't have any on RTY. Scrap RTY for that trade. Look at ES. What's ES got? It's got too much resistance up above that opening range. That's where the opening range candle is at 444350. The only one out of the 4 with any fresh air with a good candle rejecting off that support with a bit of fresh air for that trade was YM. So I said that really fast, but your brain should think even faster than that when you're trading these opening ranges. Comparing all four, first of all, 3 out of 4 got good support holding. The short on NQ, not interested. Big range, scrap it. Look at ES, look at RTY, look at YM. The next thing is there's too much resistance up above that opening range for 2 of them. Only leaves YM. What does it look like? Oh, fantastic. High volume rejection, close near the highs, got to go long. And that's it. That's the thought process during that first 15 minutes and towards the end of that candle. Just want to touch on the oil trade. Some people say I got out early here. Okay, I'm going to go to the 5 minute. But with the oil opening range, it pays me 30 ticks every day. Yeah. Okay. So that's the opening range for the 5 minute candle there. We get in, it goes. Okay. I'll bring over my Ninja Trader chart for micro oil because I'm trading that at the same time, because what I'm doing, I'm building a series of educational videos for traders with trading accounts less than $1,000. So I started with $550. I've started trading live with it. It's at $655.90 now. Okay. But I'm sticking to my rules. 30 ticks. There's the buy. There's the sell. It's still gone on. Fantastic. If there was an expert algo down here somewhere backing me up, I would have used the manager to continue to manage my trade. But it wasn't. It was a pure breakout trade. And like the YM, I've got an amount of ticks in mind. So what did I take on YM? I think it was $600 and something dollars, $640 on YM. I took, because I did 2 contracts on the full contract with oil, and that was 500 and something, 580. So $1,200 in the space of an hour. And that's why my day's over now, because both trades worked. I don't need to chase the trades. And that's the big thing for me, is not chasing the trades. So, I just wanted to hop on now because obviously my day's finished and do that. What I'll try and do is try and frame some decent charts most days that if I'm around, to help you understand where those support and resistance zones are. Look at oil coming back now on again. Manager here, look, higher than average volume, big red candle. That's a distribution candle. That's a warning sign. Okay, warning sign to perhaps change your manager to aggressive here. Okay, now got to keep an eye on this. This is a big candle with higher than average volume. What's the next candle is the most important thing here. We've had higher than average volume all the way up here. This could be a 1 candle wonder. Just wait. Wait to see. That candle's closed now. To be honest, we've got a good, if you got in down here, your stop has to be below that candle now. Be very, very aggressive on that stop here. Let's change that to red for danger. Because if we get the lower low, lower high after that big higher than average volume distribution candle, that's just going to keep going. If it's a 1 candle wonder, we'll form a bullish army here and we'll be good to go, and it'll keep going. The thing is to identify now, we've had a great move up. If you're still in this trade, get 1 tick below the low of this candle and be ultra aggressive with that trading stop now, because you've got to lock in as much profit as you can. If it breaks that and takes it out, it's most likely you can come quite a bit lower, and it's not worth hanging around for that sort of trade. Anyway, hopefully that helps. If you want to, I'll stop sharing my screen now, Daniel, so you can share yours. You're muted at the moment, Daniel.
Oh man, no, that's fantastic. Epic trades. Golly,
you want to? You can share your screen again now.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second. I got it. Stop sharing screen. Restart sharing screen on the window and the CL you're in the show, everyone can now see.
There we go.
Boom, done. All right, so this is that opening range trade. So on the opening range trade from the gold and the crude oil, we use the 5 minute, right? So we do a 5 minute opening range. We let it play out for 5 minutes, get the range, throw the brackets up there. If it breaks out the top, go long. If it breaks out the bottom, go short. Average is going to be 30 ticks ish. That's what I was talking to you guys about earlier, is make sure you set a profit target. Make sure you set a goal, right? You may not want to just go for broke on every trade that you do, right? So Paul, on the, was it the 3 minute? Maybe in the 3 minute. Yeah. On the 3 minute, it had a there it is right there. There's a 5-star and a 6-star.
Wow.
On the 3 minute for the oil. Yeah. So when you get a 5-star and a 6-star, wait till it closes above. Would you still wait for the opening range to go long, or is that something? I would
if it was too close to the opening range, because the opening range can actually send it straight back down, and that's the problem, because you get all the traders really. The institutional traders start to trade oil at that time. So if they say, whoa, this is overbought now, and I want to sell, they'll just sell futures and it'll take you out of the trade. So again, there's some great setups there with the 5 and 6-star, but I would wait for that opening range and then get in. I didn't, to be honest, I missed the 5 and the 6-star on the 3 minute. So if I'd have seen that, I would have probably not taken 30 ticks. I would have just be managing the trade with the manager now. So there you go. I missed it. I missed something. I was trying to be quick.
Well, I didn't see it either. I didn't see it either.
Yeah, I think one of the things for me is on the oil. I was more concentrating on this opening range, and I don't have expert algo on here. I have another setup here with my expert algos on, so that's where that would be. Okay. I would have it at the 3 minute here, and then obviously I've got 4 minute on there because I've just been using that for platinum, but that would be 5. So yeah, I mean, I should have seen that. That screen should have been off the left, but you live and learn, really. But for me, with the inner circle, it's just a matter of getting those opening range trades really in and out really quick. Some of the other trades are longer term day trades, so that's a different story. But today, the market's just set up for really great opening range trades. I wish I'd seen that now, because I'd still be in it.
Well, I mean, if you're ultra aggressive, that last candle that popped up, it was average volume on that candle, right? So being that it was average volume on the last candle, and I'm looking at it on the 3 minute chart, not the 5 minute. I think you were looking at it on the 5 minute, where
This is 3 now. Yeah, this is 3.
Okay, so on the 3 minute, and I'm switched over to aggressive on it, but as it sets right now, it was average volume on the candle after that, higher than average downward, that red candle. So we're looking at lower than average volume. So it looks like it may be running out of steam, coming back up.
Yeah, it was for now. It was a 1 candle wonder, and again, putting your stop just below that pivot at 72.47. It is for me. It might be slightly different for you for different brokers, but that's why I'm saying be reasonably aggressive now, because if that pivot gets broken, it'll come tumbling down probably to 72.20, and you don't want to give that much away right now, because if you were in this early, this is a 60-70 tick move now, so you've got to be reasonably sensible with this. The manager's saying that was a 1 candle wonder. You've got average volume, then you've got lower than average volume on this move up. So we're still not over yet. Am I on moderate? Let's just put this on aggressive a second. So yeah, look, there we go. Look, the cloud is still green. So as long as that remains green on aggressive, you're going to stay in. If it turns to red, then you're going to get out. Look at it, it's popping back up again now. That was a 1 candle wonder for now. And the thing to do now is just keep an eye on that cloud. The cloud is quite close together on the green. If it turns to red, then get out. If it starts to move up again, that green cloud will get wider apart. So you've just got to keep an eye on it, really. But yeah, a couple of great trades this morning. Welcome back, Daniel. And thank you for your time as well. The thing is, I don't want to run trade rooms because I think it's better that users of our indicator suites actually run these trade rooms, because they're the ones that are feeling it more than me. I have no emotion. I've been doing this 20 years. It's just literally a job. Okay.
That's going to be me one day.
Yes. Yeah, so it's not, I mean, I got, Villy, that's in the Discord group. He's been to my house a couple of times. He's my electrician. He's trading in his office today at work. And they're fitting some solar panels for me because I'm going solar. And his partner says, hang on, if Billy wants to talk to you about something. So it was literally, but he'd followed those trades on the Discord group, and he just said, well, why can't I get them? It just takes a bit of time and a bit of effort. But some big-ish news for the new year. My inner circle won't be every day, but it will be on demand. So it might be just twice a month, but anybody will be able to join. It'll be on demand, $60 for the trading session, and you'll be able to come in. I made $1,200 today. So that's big news. We're going to do an on-demand thing. So it's not going to be every session. There's going to be no timetable. It's going to be free membership. And an email will go out and say, Paul's going live tomorrow, or it'll go on the Discord group, and it'll be an on-demand thing. Come in and trade with me. So it'll be on days when, when it's feasible for me to do it. But that's going to start in 2022. So I'm really excited about that as well.
Sweet.
But, I don't trade every day.
You don't have to trade every day.
I'm going to Portugal soon for 10 days. So, all these computers here, all these screens will not come with me. I'll take my phone, the dogs, the wife. Occasionally I let the wife out. We're going to Portugal to stay at our place there for 10 days and just relax and chill out. So I need that freedom still. So that's why we're doing it on demand and no set schedule. So when like today, for example, if this was in 2022, I'd have seen the markets pre-market and said, you know what, let's do it on demand. Let's send it out now and do it. So that's coming in the new year anyway. So guys, I'm going to get going. Hot tub awaits. I'm going to go and chill out and relax.
Did you already swim your laps for the day?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Well, the pool's getting a little cool now, so
yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to try and get my laps in, get the hot tub in, and chill out for the rest of the day. My wife's been out at the beach all day today, so,
Golly, sounds amazing. Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's her friend's birthday, so they got a booth on the beach at a club somewhere, and I've got to go and pick her up later on this evening because she'll be worse for wear.
There's an important lesson to be learned here, and that's to make sure you take time for yourself. And
absolutely,
I think that's something that we could all stand to do a little more.
Yeah. I mean, just before I go, look at this manager, guys. It's still holding on there. It's still holding on to that trade. That stop position below that pivot right now is a sensible stop position. Let it play out. Let it try and break that pivot and see if it gathers some more momentum. Okay, I'm going to get going, guys. I'll check in hopefully tomorrow.
All right, Paul. Thanks so much, man.
Cheers, everybody.
From the man himself. And this is a perfect example of why the manager is worth every dadgum penny. I swear it is. It takes all the guesswork out. You know, I mean, like previously, I can guarantee you that being in a trade like this, you're going, okay, is it going to turn around now? Is it going to turn? Oh, it's flat. It's flattening out right here. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? It's easy. Listen to this manager. Look how far apart everything is. And this is on aggressive, right? So the idea behind this is to, when you're trading on certain time frames, you can use moderate, right? Well, when it gets up to a certain level, like where you're like, maybe I'll think about, just 1 second. Maybe I'll think about getting out now. So you switch it from that to aggressive, and you just wait. I mean, aggressive is going to maximize your profits on it. It's going to maximize the amount of money that you're going to be able to make on that trade if you listen to this manager. Can you please stop throwing it off of your high chair? Okay. Not gonna lie, this is really challenging. I will have to find a balance here somewhere. Real quick, let's run back through all of our. See, we really only traded gold today. I did not take the YM open range trade. I should have. I didn't. I was probably distracted by something else. So, see here. Let's look at the NQ. Boom. Drop it down. We'll take a look at the 5 minute. All right, so we broke down the bottom of the range here. That's good. And we're hanging out around the bottom of this range right here. Now, if it stays below this range, then we'll look left here. Go to my higher time frame here and just look left and see what's down here. So this is a very significant area right here that it's at. And we keep looking left. All right, there we go. So, and we keep coming back down to this. This is that day where they came out and they were like, "Oh, we're doing amazing. Our economy is going to be fantastic," and it just ripped all the way up, right? So this is kind of where we're setting at right now. We got another 6-star on oil. Six-star on oil on the 1 minute, right? So it's definitely a little more challenging to do this on the 1 minute. I mean, just make sure you're giving yourself every benefit, you know, as far as managing the trade goes, to maximize your profits, right? So all right, so we got the 6-star here, right? We're above it, but we have this resistance right here. Okay, so if this is a trade that you're looking at getting into, I know, right, Stealth? So if this is a trade that you're looking at getting into, make sure that you wait until it cracks up above this 72.96 right here and stays, right? On the 1 minute, you want to make sure that it breaks and stays above that, all right? Because if it doesn't, then it's still a valid 6-star until it punches the bottom of this 761 right now. Right now, 761, right? So if we listen, I'm not going to go long into resistance, but I will wait. I'll wait and I'll see if it punches the top of it. I'll take a contract, see how it does, see how it goes. We've got some. It looks like we got some nice green divergence cloud coming in right here. We had some red coming in right here. But the green, I mean, it's looking pretty strong. And now remember, we have those. I almost forgot. We have the oil inventories coming up here. I have a pop up that just popped up. I don't know why there's a pop up popping up. We have the oil inventories that are coming out, and let's see here. Last time they did that, let's see if I can pull it up. Crude oil inventories, the last time they were about 2 million barrels lower than what they thought they were going to be. So this will be interesting. I don't know if a lot of what's going on in the Middle East has anything to do with it, but we're gonna stay on a little bit longer here, and we're gonna see how that affects the oil trade. I'll keep an eye on the other indices and stuff like that. So the NQ is still bouncing around the bottom part of that that lower level at 339. So I don't know what that's going to end up doing. I mean, Paul was very, very right about that opening range. That is massive. I don't have the gall to play in a range that big. I would lose my butt. I mean, one contract, that's $1,000. We got to start taking him to speech therapy so that he can talk. The doc was like, he's 2, he should be talking a lot. But he's the youngest, and I don't guess he has to talk. So we'll see how that goes. So you want it now? All right. Let's see here. The ES is still tracking kind of sideways at this moment. YM has gone sideways. That opening range trade may have been all she wrote for the day, at least until the afternoon session. We're gonna come back in this afternoon. We'll be back live at 2:30 Eastern. So one. Actually, I think it's 2 Eastern. Right, Damien? I've been gone for 2 weeks. I forgot. Trying to find my rhythm, y'all. Trying to find my rhythm. So your RTY, not anything super going on there either. Gold, the gold trade is still hanging around that bottom down there, around that 96.9 area. It went on down to 94 here. I'll pull that up real quick. That's an interesting looking chart. Let's see here. Boom. There we go. Gold. See, we're still hanging out down here. Make it a little bit smaller so you can see. So we took. You get down? You get down? Oh, you dropped down your shirt? So yeah, you can see where we took that that gold trade right there. Boom, got us a couple $100, and then it just kind of bounced around, and we're still hanging out. We're still hanging out around the bottom part of this. Where did I put those things? We're still hanging out around the bottom part of this this lower part of the range right here, bouncing off of 94. If this breaks, we could see a really decent fall. Hang on just one second. There you go, sir. Well, he doesn't mind being in his high chair. That's good. You guys are just going to have to bear with me. So yeah, the gold trade, see, we got a 4, 5, 6 star on the gold. It bounced up, but it punched the top of this EMA cloud right here, which invalidated the move, right? It invalidated the 6 star. So we're waiting on another one to come in. We are hanging out around the lower part of this range right here, waiting on something to come through. Let's slide over to the oil, as those inventories should be coming in here in just a few minutes. Look at it. Boom, 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 boom. It starts chopping. So it's up high. It's up high, and then we're just kind of waiting on something to come through here, waiting on some of this information to come through. But if you look at it, well, we switch back to the aggressive here. There's our gold right there. We got a gold sell. GCG. Boom. We got a 5 star on gold. Now, what we need to see is, now that we got the 5 star right here, we need to see it come back down below this right here, okay, down and close below that right there in order for it to really validate that 5-star. So as I've said, hey, take it easy, Alan. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being so interactive with me, man. It definitely helps me out a lot. So taking a look at this 5-star right here, we're waiting on it to come down and either give us a 6-star or come down and break this support level right here for confirmation that the move is good, right? So I've got that alert set right there, and we are going to ease back over to oil. See what's going on over here. If you were in the oil trade, you have not been stopped out yet. Even on aggressive, you're still in this thing, right? So let's hang on, hold on until the manager tells you to hop out, or your aggressive trading style tells you by stopping you out itself, right? The EMA cloud's still on up. The manager cloud is still nice and green and wide. It is literally just wide open right now. Let's switch to the 1 minute and see. We're still bouncing off of this upper resistance area right here, looking for a break. And you can see it came and it touched right here, bing, and then bounced back off. All right, there we go. Switch over to the 3 minute and see if we got a star. This is going to be a continuation of this 6-star down here. Well, yes, it's going to be a continuation of this star right here. On the 1 minute, however, this 6-star right here was invalidated. So if you take a trade on, if let's say you got a 6-star that pops up on the 5 minute, you manage it on the 5 minute. If the 6-star pops up on the 3 minute, you manage it on the 1 minute. If you get a 6-star that pops on the 1 minute, you manage it on the 1 minute, right? Obey the rules of the invalidations. All right. So if it comes back down below this EMA cloud right here, it invalidates the move. Don't chance it. Okay. Don't. It's telling you that okay, it did not follow through. There was no follow through with the trade, so don't do it. Right. So does that mean that it's not going to turn around and go the way that you want it to? No, that does not mean that. However, in an effort to, manage your risk, right, minimize your losses, maximize your profits, that's enough for me personally. If it breaks that, I'm out. I'm done. Not fixing to try that at all. So let's see here. Let's see what gold's doing. 5-star. 6-star. There it is. Can we get it? Can we get it? Oh, I got to sit up in my chair for this one. Can we get it? Boom. We're down. All right. Waiting on this 1 minute candle to close below this resistance right here, right? I'm sorry, support. Because if it doesn't, you don't want to jump in that because that's a bounce, right? So you want to make sure that you're doing everything on your end as the trader to make sure that you're not fixing to trade into support or resistance or a huge supply zone or something like that. Just, you can lose your butt. Don't do it. So let's see if we can get some follow through here. Go ahead and send another alert. All right, ES is popping some buy signals, 5-star, 6-star buy signals. We've got resistance at 58.50. Okay, I'm going to, and this is on a different chart. I know you guys can't see this right now, but I'm going to throw up an alert right there just to keep me in the loop. Our NQ's rebounding as well. We've got no stars on the NQ. YM's flat. RTY is on the rebound as well with no stars. Is at resistance right now at the 226. Well, the resistance actually at 225, but it's hanging out around that right now. So we got the gold trade that we're looking at. It's silver usually tracks gold pretty well, but keep in mind that it doesn't always, right? So some people have said that it tracks platinum better, it tracks gold better. Just mind if you just mind the rules of the system, you'll be just fine, right? The losses will not be too great. Let's see here. Oil still looking like we're hanging out around the top of that range right there. I'm going to throw an alert up there. Boom. That's some strawberries? No? All right, we have price cross. Price cross on the oil trade. More? Okay, hang on just 1 second. Demanding little guy. Let's see here. All right, we got the gold up. See the bounce on the gold? Told you, wait till it closes below that one. Make sure that you're following the rules of that one. We're going to switch over to the oil. And I'm going to grab him some more cereal real quick. And then we'll come back for a few more minutes and see what we can do here, okay? Give me just 1 second, all right? All right. So the oil trade, let's check out some different time frames and see if we've got any alerts. I'm not seeing anything other than this right here. And this is why you listen to the manager. This is exactly why you listen to the manager. It never told you to get out, right? You even put this here to be ultra aggressive with your exit right here. And you're still in this joker. Good job if you're still in the trade. Man, we are, yeah, that's fantastic. Man, Stealth, did you grab that, man? Epic trade. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it a morning, everyone. So I'm not seeing anything too super interesting here. I will keep an eye on this gold trade. And it was just not even a trade yet, but I'll keep an eye on the gold because we've got 5-star, 6-star, and well, it may have just been invalidated. Yep, it just got invalidated. All right, so that's out of the picture. Platinum, oil. We don't have any follow-on 6 stars for the oil, so there's not really a lot that we can do. There's not really a lot we can do with the oil. It's already gone without us. And you got to be fine with that sometimes, right? Need some more milk? All right. Well, I'm going to hop off here, and I'm going to get him some more milk. And then this afternoon, hopefully it's a little more chill. So, Damien, you guys have a great day. Happy trading.